my presentation's not over yet, so that still may happen. Misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace her steps. Now this one I'm great at. Saturday morning I'm cleaning the house, I got my coffee cup, and I'm doing laundry, and I'm running the vacuum sweeper, and I go in to take the laundry out of the washing machine and put it in the dryer, and then I go back to the bedroom. I'm like, well, now, what do I do with my coffee cup? I'm thinking, okay, now what room was I in last? I can retrace my steps. I know where I've been. And I usually always find my coffee cup. Now, usually always find my coffee cup. There's been occasions, and I'll be up front with you. There was one Saturday morning, it was right before Christmas, I was getting ready for all my family to come in, and I took my coffee cup out to the garage and forgot that I put it in the garage and went back inside. I searched that house high and low. I mean, I even looked in the washer and dryer. Did I put it in there by mistake? So, losing things and not being able to retrace your steps. Where did you put it? The very first time I heard of this, a gentleman who lived on his own hid his dentures. He hid his dentures. And the reason, after the family never found him, well, let me rephrase, let me back up. The family found the dentures after they had to place the gentleman in a long-term care facility. They found the dentures. And they found the dentures in a flue inside a wall, you know, where a cook stove had gone. And when they asked him, and this is all something that we all do, when the family asked him, why did you put your dentures in the flue? His answer was remarkable, because I didn't want anybody to find them. Okay, well, I don't know why they looked in the flue. I have no idea, unless they thought maybe he'd stashed some money there or something. But usually if someone with Alzheimer's hides something like that, there's no point in asking them, where did you put it, where did you see it last, or why did you put it there? Because they cannot reason. They can't do that. That's too difficult. My mother wore glasses. She only needed glasses for reading. And one day, I was at work, and she called me 8 times in 45 minutes. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? So one of these conversations that I was having with my mother, I actually went through the whole house with her. We went through the kitchen, the cupboards, the refrigerator, the stove, the microwave. I mean, we went through everything in that kitchen. Then we moved to the living room, and I'm doing this in my office, and she's at home. And we're going through the living room. We went through every room in that house. And I said, Mom, I'll tell you what. I said, how about I come down when I get off work, and we'll see if we can't find your glasses. And she was like, okay. She was great with that. I was going to come down to her house after work. She was going to have company. Guess what? Guess what she had on when I got to her house? She had her glasses on. She had her glasses on, and I did not say a word about it. I did not, because there wasn't any point. There was no point in me saying, well, Mom, you called me 8 times today asking me where your glasses were. Where did you find them? She had her glasses on. That's all that I really, really cared about. So they can misplace things. They can put things in unusual places. They may put the sugar bowl in the refrigerator. They may put the iron under the bed. They may put their purse or wallet. There's no rhyme or reason. There is no rhyme or reason, so don't try to figure it out. I mean, it's a puzzle that has its own unique answer. What's typical? Misplacing things from time to time, such as a pair of glasses or the remote control. Oh my goodness, if we lost the remote control, what would we do? I mean, that would be horrible to lose the remote control. I've tried it a few times. You have to get, yeah, and you know, and I can remember when I was a child, there was no such thing as a remote control. You got up and you walked to the TV and you turned the stations. So, yeah, I mean, everything now is remote control. Decreased or poor judgment. This is one where you will see more often than not where they're giving large sums of money to telemarketers or charities. Not everyone does this. Please remember, not everybody goes through these things. But decreased or poor judgment. They may wear winter clothes in the summer. They may wear summer clothes in the winter. They may wear their undergarments on top of their street clothes. Now, I have done a lot of these in-services and trainings. And I went to a long-term care facility, and actually how the nursing facility looked at that was, hey, as long as they got a mom, who cares? Well, okay, but I don't, in my mind, if my mother were to have worn her undergarments on top of her street clothes, she would have been terribly embarrassed that she did that. So no, I don't necessarily agree with that, but they might wear, like again, if it's really cold outside and they've got summer clothes on, that's poor judgment. Telemarketers, bless their hearts, I know they have to do their jobs, and none of us, or let me rephrase that, few of us like to hear a telemarketer, especially when they call at 6 o'clock at night and we're sitting down to dinner. But telemarketers are very, very good at getting money out of people. My mother actually had this happen to her where she was going to get some kind of voice messaging machine on her phone, and for signing up, she was going to get a trip to Orlando, 3 days and 4 nights, or 4 days and 3 nights. You know, but that was alluring to her. Telemarketers are going to say, well, if you send us so much money, then we'll do this for you. That's how they do those things. So it's, my pat reply to a telemarketer anymore is, you send me something in the mail and I'll look at it. I'll get back with you. Now, my husband will tell a telemarketer, I want to talk to your supervisor. Now, usually never works, and the telemarketer always hangs up. Not sure why.